Hello everyone, my name is Tristan and welcome today to Cooking with the Witch. My name is, oh yes, I just said that. My name is Tristan. And today I'm going to be making a whipped feta dip with roasted tomatoes that is vegan. It utilizes white beans and sunflower seeds and some nutritional yeast to kind of supplement what would typically be some cheese. This recipe can be found in PlantYou Scrappy Cooking by Carleigh Bodrug. So, let's get into it. So you start by kind of combining all of the whipped feta dip ingredients, which include 1 can of white beans drained and rinsed, 1 1/4 cups of sunflower seeds soaked. What I did was overnight, but they can typically also be boiled for about 10 minutes or so. 3 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. I did everything seasoning. 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 juice of lemon, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. And then you're gonna wanna save about 3 tablespoons of water for thinning out the mixture. And then you're gonna have a tablespoon of fresh parsley for garnish. For the roasted tomatoes, you're gonna have 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes and then about 1 teaspoon of salt to sprinkle on top. And go about that. Voila, our dip. Okay, now it is time for our moment of revelation. I have my ginger lemon tea here. I have some Mary's Gone crackers, herb crackers as well. Not sponsored. And then I have the goodies. Let's see how this tastes. Mary's Gone cracker. I shall now dip it in and see how it tastes. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of the tomato and a little bit of the parsley. And a bit more of the dip on here as well. Okay, let's see how she tastes. I'm gonna say a prayer, thank you to all that came and brought this food. I'm grateful for you. All the souls involved with their labor, the earth, thank you. Okay. I will try. It is a success. I would in fact say that this was a success. I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Yes, big of red iron.
Just a tad. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Until next time. Okay, so it's a few days later, and while I still consider it a success, I would say that the beaniness of it, because it is quite a beany dip. That's kind of the thing, is instead of the cheese, it has beans. And I did it have nutritional yeast? I need to rewatch my video. Okay, so I reviewed the footage, and yes, there is nutritional yeast in the recipe. So it kind of has a little bit of a cheesiness to it. But not much, especially after a few days in the fridge. I would say the tomatoes are still lovely. Parsley didn't really add much, but the parsley I used was nearly a week old. But yes, it's kind of this beaniness of it kind of messed with my gut a little bit. So if you're a really big fan of beans, and if beans do you well, then yes, continue forth with this. But if you're like me and have had beans as your primary protein source for the past year, and you're kind of tired of it, and it's kind of giving you a gray, slushy, gunky feeling, then maybe I would switch over to regular feta, because it's not fooling me. It's not. No, it's not. It's a bean dip. It's a bean dip. That's what it is. So that's my 2 cents.